Welcome back in. Yes, we're jamming along. Toledo's most local, most food-filled, most watched 9 a.m. show, Sophia. It's called The Good Day.
I love it. You know how much we love local here on Good Day, and she's become one of the family. Brianna Stewart of Jera's Heavenly Sweet on Bancroft Street near UT is here with us.
Yeah.
Love when you're here.
She brought food.
Ooh, yeah, what a
family.
Yeah, you are.
Nobody told you. By the way, it's a thing. As long as you have food.
Right, as long as I bring the stuff. That's
Don't make me do something
doing what
without
you're doing.
food.
Okay, cool.
So what do we got?
We're gonna make a French onion baguette. So inspired by French onion soup, which I've actually never had before.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. But apparently it's just not sauteed onions, caramelized onions, and then some broth, I guess, and then a piece of bread on top.
Ta-da.
So we're gonna kind of flip it, and the bread will be the main character, and the onions and cheese will be the side character.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do we do?
So I've already made the dough for you. Done the hard part.
Thank you.
It's mixed together. It's risen. You're gonna punch it down.
Should I take it out?
Yeah, let's put some flour down
Okay.
first on this area for you, so that you know you can spread it out nice and easy. Do you work with dough at all? Are you a baker?
Not with bread, but like lemon bars, blondies, like super sweet treats.
Look at you.
But
Yeah, I
not,
got you.
not the hard stuff like bread.
You know what? This isn't even all that hard, to be honest with you. If you have a mixer, mix
Okay.
Most of the stuff
All right.
is
Is that
good.
enough?
Yeah, that should be good.
Spread it out maybe?
Yep. You can plop out the dough then too.
Plop it.
Oh.
Pop.
And we're gonna cut this dough into maybe
Plop.
anywhere between 4 and 6 pieces, if you'd like.
Give it a cut. You cut.
Okay.
I like
I'm
to
scared.
do the pizza method, as I call it, which is cut it in half and then cut it in half and then cut it in half of that half.
Nice. Now, how did you come up with this recipe? If you've never had French onion soup.
Very
I
true.
don't know. I've been wanting to do a bread on here. I haven't done bread.
Okay.
And so I was trying to think about bread things, and I was trying to think about what I could use my torch for, because I really been wanting to use this so bad. Every month I'm like,
we got
I gotta
fire.
use a torch for something.
Time to torch.
So then I thought cheese, and then I thought, well, there got to be something with that, you know. And then I ended up stumbling onto that idea, and somebody else already thought of it, but we're gonna do it here today too, and I'll claim it as my own because I thought of it on my own. Okay, so we're gonna take these little logs of dough and just roll them into kind of a cylinder shape, like you would
Like a
make,
baguette.
you know, a little baguette. Exactly. And baguettes are supposed to be crusty. Mine are very crusty, so that means I gotta practice. But it's still gonna be some good bread.
Delicious. Yes.
So kind of long and narrow, I think. When I think of baguettes, I think of the very long, skinny, you know, loaves.
Baguette.
Yes, precisely. Try to make them a little even, if you can.
I'm failing in that department.
You got a lot of Apple requests on top of the even baguette.
You're having us do a lot right now.
Baking is precise. We got to be precise and make it look cute.
And that's the thing about baking, right? Is it's not cooking where you can just throw stuff together.
Exactly.
Baking, you got to be on your game.
Which some people find restricting. I find it comforting because I like direction. Like,
I like that.
I like a coach to tell me, you go out and do this thing. Okay, I'll do it, coach. So I like baking where it's like, do this, and it'll come out perfectly.
Tatiana, I might need some help.
No, you're good. You're good.
You did it.
That'll work. That's
Okay,
your
all right.
style, you know.
Yes, these are my signature shapes.
So we'll take these, we'll put it on the baking sheet with some parchment paper. And then what will happen from there is you'll let them rise for another 30 minutes, or proof, I suggest, for 30 minutes.
Proof.
Once they proof, you'll take a sharp knife and cut some little slits in the top. Maybe 3, maybe 4 if you feel like it. And it'll rise and get a little bit puffy, a little bit pretty. Bake it for about 15 minutes at 425.
Okay.
And you'll have some baguettes that look a little bit something like this.
So
Beautiful.
These are the
Yeah, it goes a little something like this.
ta-da.
Look how quick we did that.
That was amazing. God, we're
Amazing,
good.
TV magic. Okay, so now that I have my baked baguettes here, this is gonna be the fun part. I'm gonna slide this over, and we will cut these right in half. So I guess I'm gonna think of it as sandwich style.
Okay,
Yes.
You can make them sandwiches, you can just make them like, I don't know, a little bread, however you wanna think about it.
Yeah.
But you'll cut them in half along the long side.
All right.
If you wanna leave one side slightly attached, you can do that. If you wanna cut all the way through, you can do that. But then we're
Hot
gonna,
dog style.
I like that.
that's what
Like
I'm
hot
looking for.
dog style.
Yeah, that's helpful. Hot dog or a hoagie or
Yeah.
Philly
no.
cheesesteak.
Oh, you're a mom. You know, I'm not messing with that.
You're a mom.
I feel like
For safety.
you know what you're doing.
Okay, that's fair. We'll go with it.
Fair. Okay. And then
Perfect.
one more.
Cool. So then, to make these sautéed onions, I keep saying sautéed, caramelized, because caramelized is a very different thing than sautéed.
Right.
I have never caramelized onions before.
Really?
It took 40 minutes.
Whoa.
You have to
So it
sit
is a
there,
long time.
put some butter in the skillet, and just sit there and stir them, let them sit, stir them again, let them sit. And so it's a long, arduous process. But it comes out the way that you want it to. It looks pretty, it looks interesting, you know.
and it
it's good.
smells
Strange,
amazing.
But it smells very good.
Yeah, it
Yes.
smells very, if you like onions, they smell good. If you
Valid.
are not an onion lover like my sister-in-law, she would just
Oh no,
hate
really?
this. She would hate it.
I
Yeah.
can bathe in the smell.
Go.
So pop these open for me if you could.
Start over here.
And what I think we're gonna try to do is you're gonna put some in here. I suppose you could also chop this up if you don't want as big of pieces. You want them to be a little bit smaller. You could do that.
Moderation.
Yeah. So let's do that like that. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna have you, since you have gloves on,
Okay.
put a little bit of cheese on, and you might want to set it down.
Little
So cheese is
and
all-
cheese are not in the same sentence.
Or
for
a
me
lot of
either.
cheese.
No, I know.
Whatever appropriate amount of cheese that you want to have on it.
How's that? Is that enough?
More.
Maybe a little bit
Oh,
more. And maybe
okay.
stack it up because we're going to use the torch and I don't know how this is going to
right.
work. So we're going to find out.
How's that? More?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure, let's go for it.
We are.
A little bit on that side. Yeah. Okay.
Commit, right?
Now, I'm not going to hold it as a torch,
I'll
right?
torch it.
Okay.
I'm
Now let
afraid.
the expert
If
do
you're
it.
afraid, I'm afraid for you to be afraid. So I'm going to
Okay.
torch it and see what happens. Again, I've never done this before. So if it turns out horribly, I apologize. We're just
It's
going
gonna be
to
amazing.
see, and maybe I'll raise up my heat a little
Kick it
bit
up,
more.
kick it up, kick it up, kick it up.
Ah,
Turn up the heat. Ooh,
just
it's
a little bit.
working.
It's melting. Okay.
Do you smell
Well, that's
this?
exciting.
Oh my gosh.
And hopefully that'll also warm up the onions too, because
Yeah.
they should be a little bit cooler by now.
This
So
looks amazing.
if you want to keep onioning for me,
All right.
I'll keep torching and
Let's
we'll
do
meet
it.
somewhere
You
in
want
the
a
middle.
cheese, Tati?
Of course, I'll be cheese
No
girl.
cheese, all onion.
Cheese, and I'll try not to burn anybody's fingers.
Tell me a little bit about how Black Girl Baking Show on YouTube is going. Yeah.
I'm tired, guys. I've been traveling a lot this summer.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's been fun. You know, lots of visiting family, visiting friends,
Yeah.
going places, sitting down, enjoying life.
Okay.
So I have not been making any videos, but I've still been at the bakery, decorating cakes. Girl, I almost burned your finger. Which
I just want them to
Thank you.
see.
Oh, okay,
I want them
turn
to
around so
see.
they can
Want them to
see.
Now, is this
Yes.
something that you'll be selling in your store, or is this exclusively here?
We will have it tomorrow and tomorrow only.
Okay.
I learned a couple years ago that when I make things on here, people come in the next day and say, "Where's that thing you made?" And I'm like, "Guys, that was just for the news.
That was
you know?
just for
It's
TVs.
fun." But I will have this tomorrow so you can try it out for yourself and see how you feel and judge if it's terrible or if it's wonderful.
And
Where are we located?
Yep, and your hours too. When, because you might get a line out the door. So when are people
Yeah.
showing up and where?
Well, we're at 3059 West Bancroft Street, which is right next to UT. We're basically on UT's campus.
Yep.
And we're open from 11 to 6. So just pop in, come see your girl,
Got one.
and get a little
And come see
oniony,
these.
cheesy
Yeah.
French onion baguette.
Amazing.
Kind of looks like a Philly cheesesteak, doesn't it?
I can't wait to find out if it tastes like one.
Okay, well, we gotta
right.
go, but we definitely need to try these ahead of time. So then go ahead, hop me down, cut me in.
I'll cut you, yeah. I'll do it in slice of 3s. And I did wash my hands, so, you know, trust me.
I knew.
There we go. All right, get a piece of that. Here, I'll grab
right.
this one on the end.
This one's sort of the runt of the litter.
Okay, that's all right.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
grab it.
much.
No
Thank-
problem.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, wow.
All right, Brianna. You gotta go away. You gotta eat. This is really good.